Miami or Tampa, but it's, I think so. Is it right? Orlando's the capital, or am I fucking wrong?
No, Orlando's not the capital.
No, okay. I'm wrong then.
Oh, I understand. It's all good.
I'm trying to remember. There's a couple of states where people think the capital is like fucking is like the main one, and and it's not. It's completely another city.
Right.
It's just like up here where everyone thinks Alberta, Calgary is the capital city of Alberta, and it's actually no, it's Edmonton.
Yeah. Well, I've been to British Columbia like a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It's pretty up there. I know that.
Oh yeah, BC is. They don't call it beautiful British Columbia for no reason.
Oh, I know.
So we're just friendly up here. Fuck. But yeah, no, it's a good fucking holy crap. The I don't know if you're gonna watch it or if you're into knowing what happens or you don't care.
Well, I'm gonna watch the recap. I got it freaking saved.
I ain't gonna say a fucking not a word other than it was fucking fire.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, you can say something, ain't no big deal. I'll still watch it.
Sorry?
I said you can say something, it doesn't matter. I'll still watch it.
Yeah, I just don't like to spoil it if you're gonna actually watch the whole thing or if you're gonna watch the fight because it's just once you know, you know.
There's
difference when you don't know.
Yeah.
I like knowing the results of a sporting event is different than a spoiler in a movie.
I agree with you 100%.
So like when I know someone's gonna win the Stanley Cup or someone's gonna win a hockey game and I'm watching that fight, I just kind of like I really don't care. Right?
Right.
For me, anyways. So.
Well, hell. I don't know why my settings were all messed up on here. That's messed up.
Oh yeah, bad bitch. Oh my god, I have been harvesting for fucking 4 days straight in this game.
4 days straight.
Like, it is ridiculous. All night long. Like, I would harvest all night long. I haven't slept through the night yet.
Right.
Because it's just like, why bother, man? Let us give her. I had a whole bunch of harvesting contracts to do. I'm like, let's just fucking sit down, rent one fucking machine, and give her shit right to at least the semi.
Right.
So I can do, like, big fucking hauls without having to worry about, like, doing all these short fucking trips. I hate fucking driving back and forth to the fucking mills.
Yeah, it gets a little boring after a bit.
Yeah, just driving semi's boring. I guess it's fun if you do it like first person. That's why I switch over to first person sometimes. Makes it more interesting to me. But
Alright, got that freaking fixed.
bad bitch.
Well, he's made some updates to this map. Originally, when he brought it out, it really just didn't have but the farm and the shop and then the animal dealer. Yeah. And it had like one field. But now it's got more fields added in, so that kind of helps a little bit. But it's still a lot of a building aspect to it.
Oh, okay. He's got like a little town or something like that, eh? That's about it.
No, not even that early. But I put some productions in, and the way I went about that is that I kind of did it like a town strip, if that makes
Yeah.
any sense.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like streets.
Yeah, there's like I call it the way the road is designed on here. It's got like a crossroads. So
Yeah.
on one side, going towards the shop is your productions and stuff like that, and then the other side's going to be like sell points.
Okay.
So no matter which way, left or right, you go, I mean, you know where everything's at, and but it's coming out all right.
I'm just watching a commercial right now on your channel.
Oh yeah, right now I'm trying to not run over cars, but that's just the way it is.
It's a lady holding a guitar with a polo cologne. Just so you know, Ralph Lauren. You're advertising some Ralph Lauren.
Oh yeah, yeah, sure. You got to have that.
Yeah.
Turn some
Jeez.
lights on.
Jesus, how can you get that thing down that goddamn road, boy?
I'll just run through the grass. Yeah, I wasn't happy the way the farm was laid out, so I had to redo everything.
Is this that 64 fucking times map?
No, no, not at all. I didn't feel like tackling that today. That's a lot.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot of good features to it, so I mean, it's worth, kind of just messing around with it.
Yeah. That's Jeff the PC guy's favorite thing. Big ass fucking maps.
Yeah, I mean, it's all what you want. I mean, what you're into,
Yeah. He likes them.
and some of what you're used to, I guess. I mean, one way of putting it, I reckon.
He likes the big equipment. That's why. I like the medium size
Oh shit!
equipment because there's just more variety
More variety.
of things you can.
So this is, I mean, if you're still watching, this is what the map looks like right now, as is.
Yes, sir. I am. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this fucking map.
Yeah, it's small though. It's not really that big. I mean, it looks like it's big, but it's really kind of not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's pretty fucking mundane. Pretty plain, eh? Not much there.
It's not bad.
But that's what you're going for. That's what you want if you're doing doing what you do. That's what you look for.
Well, not always. I mean, not always. I mean, sometimes there's just you need a break from doing it, but I still enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I like to get on a map, and I like to do the least possible amount of fucking terrain as I can on it. I like to be able to. It's gotta have I want to be able to do the certain different props on it. I don't like putting down productions or anything like that. I like to make it look as authentic and as realistic as possible. So putting down productions is some of the things I don't like to do. I rather buy them. I'll buy them on the map. I'll go find them and buy. I rather do it that way. But
God damn.
We both But I'll put them down.
Oh, it's got some flickering going on here.
Oh yeah, it's a little flicker in there.
Oh yeah, I don't know why either. That's not really a good thing. Yeah, this map's got some issues I did not know of.
It's like a fucking lightning storm.
Yeah, and it is doing that too.
Hope you don't have a fucking seizure.
no seizure. Oh, damn. Let me see. I'm going to have to restart this right quick. I don't know why that's doing that. That's messed up. I'll have to make a report on that. Unfortunately. Well, how's everything going up there? Okay, I mean...
Ah, fuck. We had a big fucking ass snowstorm just the other day on my birthday, basically. And I had to go. I did my route on my birthday on the Wednesday, and then on the 6th, which is the day after there.
Right.
So the route, because fucking the roads are all shitty. Because the snow. I was like, to get snow on my birthday is to have snow on my birthday is one thing. It's been a couple of years to have snow on my birthday, but to have a fucking blizzard blows my mind. I'm a spring baby. It's supposed to be fucking sunny and sunshine and fucking good times outside. That's like, it's only been a few times there's like a good time to have like a good foot and a half of snow still outside.
Right.
Like, I got this brand new snowblower this year, and I love using it, and that shit happened. I just looked at it, I'm like, fuck you. I'm not fucking pulling out the goddamn snowblower to touch you. I'll fucking blow this shit out. It's gonna melt in a couple of days. Why the fuck am I doing this?
Right. Well, see, I was born in Michigan, so, I mean, I understand about the snow. And, you know, yeah. I lived in Kentucky for a short bit, and, I mean, we had what do you want to call it, like a freeze storm, where it just froze everything. I mean, we were like out of power for like, oh my god, probably 2 weeks.
Yeah, I guess like what's it called? Ontario gets that a lot. The rain, it rains, like it gets like it's warm, but it's not warm enough.
Right.
That the water will actually freeze, and it freezes on the power lines, right? And it just weighs on the lines, and it breaks the lines, and there goes your power. So I remember those ice storms they used to get when I was a kid. That's what they used to happen down there. Now they've got some stuff to stop the ice storms from lines from freezing up like that. But yeah, Ontario, fuck man, that's what they get. Tons of that shit. I hate that. We get fucking cold, fluffy snow, like cold weather and like snow. Like snow.
You see what I have here, right? I'm sitting in front of.
I see the field? Or the blue building?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
It's a Pepsi factory.
Oh, nice.
I can produce, I've used it once before. You can produce Pepsi, Mountain Dew, there's a couple other ones.
Oh, what does Mountain Dew take? Diluted elephant whiz take.
Here, hold on, let me find out right quick. It's been a minute since I, productions.
Cool. Mountain Dew.
Okay, so you have Mountain Dew, 7-Up, and Mug root beer. It's water, sugar, and corn and soybean.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. But
that's wild.
But Mountain Dew, now that's just Pepsi. Now Mountain Dew just is water, sugar, and corn.
Corn makes Mountain Dew, eh?
And then 7-Up is just water and sugar. Imagine that one. Oh, you got Powerade too. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, Powerade.
Yep, that's grape, strawberry, sugar, and water.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you have this. I mean, I know it's just a placeable, but you have the actual Pepsi truck sitting here.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool, but that's a that's not a it's not a Rockstar mod, eh? It's not a giant mod, eh?
No, no, it's not. It's God, man, you had to ask that question now.
Yeah, it's alright. You don't have to give the guy credit or whatever. That's kind of cool. I just wanted to know.
Oh no, I actually freaking talked to the guy that made that because I was like, okay, well, I had some ideas and he was all for it, so that was cool. So I guess
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
yeah. So I guess he's gonna see what he can do about um, building another mod. It's what it is, and it's an extension to that factory.
For Coca-Cola? Or a
Yeah,
factory?
yeah. I mean, he's already designing Coke. I know he's working on that one. But
You need to make a bottling factory so you can buy the bottles and make the bottles. And then
yeah, that was what my suggestion was. Is that what about a separate bottling company to bring the bottles, produce the bottles, what it takes to make them, and then produce them over to the factory, and then a final production.
And you could introduce a new crop called for plastic because plastic is how you make the bottle. So what do you make? How do you make plastic?
I don't.
It's a whole new realm there.
Yeah, it is. But there is already a factory that makes that has the bottles like that. It's for dairy for the milk.
Oh, fuckers taking my idea.
Yeah, I know. Somebody else already had done it. Unfortunately. What do you mean I don't have access? Unless I didn't save. It didn't save. Of course it didn't save. I hate that. Oh no, it's weird.
Man.
What's that?
You gotta save, man.
Oh, I do. It just, I don't know why it didn't save it though. Well, right now I'm just making fields over by my main farm because there's just like nothing here.
Yeah.
But I can go ahead and freaking cut grass also. So there's that.
Yeah, I'm saving up money for a fucking new tractor and a fucking mower. That's what I gotta do.
Now I've been going through some of the maps that they had for 19 that I never got to experience because I didn't have PC at that time.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot of fucking mods too. Jesus Lord.
Oh my God, just so many. I mean, just even in the mod hub alone, if he was just to do that, I mean, there's so many there too as well.
The PC mod hub is fucking insane though.
Oh yeah, I know.
I was always blown away by how much you could do on that mod hub. Just like wow.
Well, you got to think when FS19 first come out, that actually wasn't gonna be their last.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't like just this last year. I mean, well, not this last year. It's been what Farm Sim 22's been out for what 2 years now.
Yeah.
So I mean, when that was announced, I was like, okay. I originally was thinking that what you told us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Well, they have. I'm not too sure when they're gonna make the next farm simulator game because they put out like the season 1 pass, and they put the season 2 pass is gonna take us all the way to the end of this year, December.
Well, they just released the mobile version, Farm Sim 23.
Yeah.
And I know why they did that. Think about that for a minute.
The mobile version.
Yeah, but think why they even come out with a mobile version of it. while they come out with something like that, they can make a little more money off that, and then apply that later on when they're ready to make a new one.
Yeah. Is it gonna have some of the same stuff, or they're gonna have like?
I mean, I don't know. I haven't even really looked at it.
Yeah.
I know it's out, but I haven't even looked at it because I don't know. Mobile games don't keep me.
Is it free? Is it a free mobile game, or is it?
Oh, I doubt that. I doubt that. I almost highly doubt that.
Well, let's see. What's the point of having a computer right beside me if I can't look?
Right? It's all about the information.
Coming soon, Farm Simulator 23. $9.99.
Yeah, it must be an old. I mean, I know it's out because I was watching.
No, I'm on the App Store. Expected May 23rd, 2023.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's not out then. My bad.
No, you're good. Jesus Christ, it's a fucking game.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff on it where Goham was doing a little something on it to just show, but I mean for a mobile game it does look pretty good.
Wow. It looks like a fucking game. It looks like a fucking game.
Yeah, it's supposed to resemble 22 really. I mean everything is kind of there in somewhat the same way, but
Like it just looks like I just can't. But it's on your fucking phone. That's insane.
it is insane, isn't it? Or a tablet, or however.
Yeah. Fuck, that's gonna piss off a lot of females.
No, I'm actually when that comes out, I'm thinking about actually buying it because I'm gonna freaking I'm gonna buy it on my old lady's phone. And I'll say, here you go. You like animals? You like freaking farming? Here you are.
Yeah.
Because she plays on her phone all the time, so why not?
Yeah. Yeah. No. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Well, I want her to enjoy it too as much as I do.
Yeah. I figure you gotta let them do what they want to do. Them women.
She's good to me though, man. I can't complain.
Oh no. If they want to play the game, let them play the game. That's what I'm saying. Like, I try to get my girlfriend to play something fucking different than Fortnite.
Oh God.
Pulling fucking teeth. That's all she plays is Fortnite. She's got like a bunch of other games, but she's tried and she bought Farm Simulator 23. She hasn't even loaded it up and played it. She owns it. She has a copy of it, downloaded on her computer. No. I'm like, why don't you play it? I don't feel like it. I like to play my other farm. I'm like, well, why don't you go to the other farm then? I don't feel like it. Fuck me. Okay. I want to play. I want to play Fortnite. Like, you're a cold hard killer. That's all you want to do is fucking kill people.
Well, I mean, if that makes her happy, let it roll.
Oh yeah, I don't like I said. She does whatever she wants to do.
I mean, it's like me. I don't stick with just one game. It just drives me nuts that, oh my God, I don't want to get burnt out,
Yeah, I can't play just one game. I can. I really can. I tried. I tried having a fucking schedule in which to play fucking three, like a different game a day, right?
Right.
I tried doing that. I tried doing fucking like certain games. I tried whatever. I've come to the point that I gotta be able to play whatever the fuck I want to play, and it doesn't really make a fucking difference.
Exactly.
Me, like I can't. Some people have like they can play, like Ninja. Jesus Christ, that's all he plays is goddamn Fortnite, right? I can't do that. Like 10 hours or 8 hours of Fortnite every day, only one game. How are you? How could you do that? How?
Well, I mean, if you're making progression through it, I mean, I can see that. But if you're not really doing anything through it, and you're like, it's just you're getting like, okay, this is the same thing over and over. I was like, no, I'll pass.
That's the thing. Like, it's a battle pass that we all do, right? And like, I get
Right.
a battle pass done every season. I never not have it done.
Now, have you ever? Did you ever play that Avengers game that they had out?
No, I want to play that Avengers game.
Okay, well,
Waiting.
I'm gonna give you a little heads up on it since you haven't played it. Okay, they did their last update, and they're not updating it no more. Okay,
Yeah, I heard about that too.
okay, well, that comes with a lot of good things because their their in-store purchase for a lot of items, all the items that's on that store are completely free now.
Oh, nice.
So when you're playing it and you want to change like a different look, you can change it and it's not going to matter.
Huh.
So I'm kind of I just did the update because I haven't been on my Xbox in a while and that's where I have it at.
Yeah.
So I figured, okay, I want to try that, but I haven't tried it yet.
See, I haven't. I'm debating to get the PlayStation version of the Battle of Game Pass that Xbox has.
Oh yeah. I don't know the name of it.
For me, yeah, it's like another $15 or $20 right now for the rest of the year or something like that on my normal thing that I pay for PlayStation.
Right.
And it has Avengers on there. It has the mobile thing.
Well, you have. Matter of fact, there's something you probably haven't thought about.
What's that?
Okay, you have PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you have a computer.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you this morning? I hope you're doing fantastic. To get back to what I was going to say is, Windows has where you can buy the Game Pass.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
And that would probably be a little cheaper on you than, I don't know.
I had the Game Pass for a while. The problem is that I didn't play any of the games on the Game Pass. I played a few of them, and I was mainly playing the games I purchased.
Right. Jeff, you got a hangover. That's not good, man. You're partying hard, are we? I'm doing all right, other than I tore my muscle in my shoulder. So, I mean, other than that, I'm doing all right.
So, but yeah, but it is what it is.
Oh, that's cool, Jeff. You're doing podcasts. That's excellent, man. How's that working out for you? Hopefully, well.
I'm looking for somebody to do a podcast with, but about fights.
Yeah.
But
Oh, that was your 9th one.
oh,
Cool.
Jeff, the PC guy. This guy.
Yes, sir. Yep.
You know this guy, eh?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? You know who he is?
Yeah.
Uh,
He's been coming in and out of my my chats for a while now. He's a pretty good dude.
yeah. I used to play video games with Jeff, the PC guy.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
Now you know who he is?
I kind of knew, but I didn't. I couldn't remember if he was hanging out with you or not.
No, he's
I
not.
can't remember everybody. That's hard.
Yeah. No, it's alright. I just looked over, I'm like, okay.
It's like, oh, that's where you went. Fine.
Yeah, if you don't even know who, who he talking to, that's
I'm
alright.
talking to Darth, to Han.
He can just enjoy the stream that's happening over there.
Oh, he can barely hear you.
That's good.
That's good. Oh shit.
He can't hear God's voice, anyways.
You're just bad.
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't say nothing.
I plead the fifth.
He's set in his ways how he likes to do things, and I'm set in my ways the way I like to do things, and that's the way she is. There's no rhyme or reason. No one's right, no one's wrong. It's just how it is. It's just unfortunate that there's no compromise.
Yeah. What was that one dude's name that was always that you, I mean when I first started coming in your channel. I can't remember his name, but he was just like y'all had something going on and stuff like that with a server, and he was just really obnoxious.
Like a farm server?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't remember who that was though.
Jeff the PC guy.
No, it wasn't. No, I know it's not him.
That I played on a server with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only played only one time with the person on the server with. And his name wasn't Jeff the PC guy, it's a different name.
Yeah, I just can't remember. I just can't think. I mean, what the name is. It's
Yeah, he changed it. Drunken Programmer.
yeah. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's Jeff the PC guy. Same guy.
Oh,
So I'm saying, you're talking to the same guy.
well, I did not know he changed.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that's all right. I mean, I don't mind.
I'm just trying to let you know who you're talking to.
That's fine. It's not a big deal.
No. There's no I'm like I said, no harm, no foul. We both play farm something completely different. There's just no middle ground. We can't find a fucking middle ground, and therefore the game is no longer fun and capable. So, the way it is.
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not trying to frickin' cause problems. I thought it was. I just didn't know.
No. It's all good. No, it's fine. I don't care, man. I'm not fucking. I'm not one of those people that's like gonna go and cry myself a river in a corner and think, oh my buddy is fucking is talking to fucking Jeff the PC guy.
It's alright.
Shit, who the fuck you talk to? Don't ask man.
It's alright.
Fuck you can talk to goddamn Jack Medella. I don't know who the fuck who he is.
Yep.
Fuck it, it's a game. Have fun. Enjoy life.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, it's unfortunate that we don't get along because holy fuck, we still play Farm Sim. But whatever. It is what it is.
Well, yeah.
But he pissed off Aspasia. Aspasia's like gonna fucking rip him a fucking new one. So
Oh, dear Lord.
that's the last person I want to be on my bad side. So
Oh, there's too much good things out there in the world to even worry about stuff.
oh yeah, I don't care. She's like that now. She doesn't. She's not too worried about that stuff. But I don't know. She's got an issue sometimes with. She's just done with people and that's it. She don't care no more.
I understand.
I like a more of a forgiving kind of person. I just kind of like. I just won't fucking. I won't raise a fucking stink. Like I won't like fucking be in your path anymore. I just kind of keep in my lane. That's how I get when people piss me off.
Right.
It's like, all right, I'll keep in my lane. I know my business.
Well, I believe in every. I've always say this. I believe in, everybody's different, and if everybody was the same, this would be a boring world.
Yep. Yep.
It's just how I look at it.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. Sneezing like a chicken. Edgewater, great.
You sneezing out feathers?
Yeah. This is everything wrong. Oh my God.
Bless you.
Wheat. Cheese. Oh, so we're gonna go down with the wheat done.
I was looking through mods the other day, and I seen it's a regular header that is articulated. I was like, okay, well that's different.
Yeah. An articulated header.
Other words, if you're going over like a hill or a bump or something like that, it's going to cover that. You're not going to miss what you're doing. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, yeah.
It's actually going to flow with the terrain.
Yeah. Ah.
It's a good. I mean, that's a good concept, though. I mean, shit.
I put on a new mod on this one that allows the three 3-point hitches to act normal. They sway.
Oh, that's cool.
So I haven't used it yet.
No.
Hey, do you know much about swathing? Like after you you do your crops, right?
Right.
And you leave your trail, your straw in the behind.
Right.
There's another header in which you can swath.
Yes. And that's it's designed for the map that you're on.
Yeah, yeah. Can you explain that to me? Do you know much about it?
I know a little bit. I don't know a lot because I haven't really tackled it yet.
So, tell me what you know then, because I don't know outside of what I just told you.
Swathing, basically, from what I understand, I could be completely wrong on this. Take it as a grain of salt.
That's fine, yeah.
The way I understand it is after you harvest your crop, then let's say like corn, and you swath that afterwards. That takes that leftover and turns it into like I'd say like straw or whatever the byproduct is. So that way you're getting the whole field and not just what you dropped out of your harvester.
Okay, so if I get a straw or whatever it is and go over it now because I had wheat, you're saying that it's going to, I'll get,
In other words, you'll get more straw out of it than you would have if you just collected the straw afterwards. You see my point?
it'll increase the straw. It'll increase,
That's the way I understand it, but I could be completely wrong.
okay,
Like I say,
I was wondering what, because it said it added an extra 20% increase in product,
yeah.
but I wasn't too sure what product it was, whether it was straw or more wheat.
Well, I mean, you got to think.
Right?
You got to think. You're not going to get more wheat off it because you've already got all the tops of the wheat plant harvested. So anything that's going to be left over is going to be straw. Or am I even saying that wrong? But
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I just didn't get the understanding. I was just like, well, I just never clicked into my head. So,
I just haven't done enough research on it because it's like, damn, I don't. I mean, it's like that's the only map it's for, and I'm like, come on.
yeah, well, now you can get it. You can get it put on any map.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
all I knew is
on the
from the beginning of it, so I mean, I didn't realize that now.
no, it
But
just came out. That just came out, like within a week.
well, when I was reading when I was reading up on it, they were saying that it was, I guess because of what is the name of that map again? Dang it, Edgewater. That
Yeah,
that's they designed it for that map, but
yeah. So I seen that. I was just like, well, and I like the whole idea of it. Like I was reading a bit about it. I was like, okay, I like that idea.
right,
And then I basically just fucking I went to go download it or look at it, and I was like, just fuck around to see how it works. I'm like, oh, it's on my map.
yeah.
So, all right, I said, okay, well, I'll just fucking fuck around with it then.
I'm gonna have to mess with it too and see what's what then, because I haven't
Because
freaking really messed with it.
I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, it is a cool idea.
It's
Um,
another thing they use your harvester for.
Now there's a guy that he's a YouTuber. He goes over and he's pretty precise about this. He actually freaking teaches you how to get your 100% yield in your field in
Yeah, I've seen that.
in three different ways. But he's really precise. He knows his shit.
Okay.
So I was thinking about kind of going through that and see what the difference is in the way I've been doing it because I'm not getting 100%. Oh, sometimes I do, but not always.
I can get it over 125.
Oh, really? I didn't know it went any higher.
Oh yeah,
See,
I can get.
like I say, I don't know everything. I mean,
Yeah. No, I can get to 125. You gotta do everything. You gotta get down to the fucking rocks, and you gotta have the what they call that mulching, and the yield, and you gotta have the fertilizing all up, and you gotta get the sprayer. Make sure that's on, so you get the right amount of fertilizer, the right amount of stuff all on.
right.
You gotta seed, and then you gotta fertilize,
But
right?
see, the way I go about fertilization is that, well, say I'm at the point to where I can fertilize the field. Okay, fine. So when I go to seed it, I'll actually freaking or plan it however you want to do it. I'll make sure that I have fertilizer while I'm seeding it. That way, that's my second fertilization point. That way, when I'm done with the field, it's got everything it needs, and I don't have
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
use
That's old
another,
school. That's
huh?
old school way of doing it. That's old school way of
Hey
doing it.
man,
Pre-
it works.
Precision farming, you can't you can't fertilize unless you have seed on the ground because every crop has a different amount of fertilizer it needs based on the soil and
Right.
based on the crop type. So it doesn't know how much fertilizer it needs to apply to the soil if you don't have a crop down.
Why does that seem a little off to me?
Why does that seem a little off to you?
Yes.
You can put nitrogen into the crop, or you could put people put nitrogen, or they put like a base fertilizer, or they'll put like a what they call that um, what's that word? Fuck, I can't remember. Nitrogen. It's nitrogen. Yeah, it's nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
But but that's not fertilizer. That's not fertilizer for the crop. That's treatment for the soil. That's soil treatment. That's increasing the nutrients in the soil.
Right.
It's not treating your plants. It's not putting fertilizer for specifically for your crop. And that's what we're doing here. We're not we're putting in that stuff. We're not like, so you're only going through it once. You're not going 3 or 4 times putting fertilizer down. You're doing it once. And as you're putting in your crop, and you're doing in your mulching and your harvesting and all that stuff, all that is putting in nutrients back into your ground, so that when you go over it again, you're using less and less fertilizer, and or you need to increase the fertilizer because you put in, let's say, corn into your fields. And if you put corn in, it sucks a lot of nutrients out of the ground. So now that's going to take up more of your nutrients. So now you're going to need the lime, or you're going to need the plow, or you're going to do something else to increase that nutrients back into your field.
Ah, okay.
So
Well, I haven't really
basically,
done a lot of precision farming. I need to start
yeah,
doing more of that.
yeah, it's easier. You use less of your products. Like I'm only fertilizing once. I'm only liming once if I need to. Like,
Right.
but you're treating your soil, or you're treating your your, your plants. And if you do that, you got to put your in the right times. You can't lime if you have your seed down. You can't put any fucking pH or anything else out, so you're gonna screw your fucking crop. It's all gonna be gone. If you can't mulch after you cultivate it, because you mulch it all. It's the difference, right? Like mulching, you're getting the stubble. Like, you know how the what they call that, when your harvester goes over your crop, you got that little bit of stuff just sitting on the top of it, that little bit of over the ground, like a little bit of grass.
Right. Yeah.
Mulching is grabbing that and like destroying that and putting that into the, like, on top of the soil. And then when you go cultivate, you're putting that into the ground. So you're adding uh, um, nutrients back into the ground, so it gives you more yield. It gives you an extra 5% yield. So that increases your yield by 5%. And then if you mulch, increases it by 5%. If you do this and that, all the little things increases by 5%. Gets you to 25.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So there is a advantage of using that. Then I just never
Yeah.
really had thought about that.
Yeah, and then there's also, now that we talk about soil, some soils actually work good on certain crops too. So some soils you're not going to get. I mean, you may expect to get 125% yield, right? But because the soil's in there, you ain't going to get 125%, because you're going to get the soil's causing. You have to. It's going to cause issues, right? Certain soils are
Right.
going to increase this or less of that, or your yield's going to go up, your yield's going to go down based on your soil. All the little things that happen, rain, heat, all that changes your yield too. It's crazy. Precision farming is extremely
Technical.
um, yeah, technical. You have to, but it's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, of
It's
course it's
not.
fun. I mean, I enjoy it. I mean, so
It's expensive though too, because you got to buy all the equipment. Like, you got to do your field testing. Got to get your sonars. You got to make sure you have all those reading devices.
right.
but you could also get an arcade machine that makes your helpers more efficient because because your GPS systems are more accurate, right? So your workers become more cheaper and they're more quicker because they're able to the machines are able to go up and down the fields better.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I like precision farming. I don't like to turn off precision farming. I really like to keep it on because it makes the farming more realistic to me.
Have you seen this before?
Um, no, that's weed.
Yeah.
That's weed.
Yep.
Is
Oh,
that
I
a
didn't want to
mod?
do that.
Is that a mod or is that a
It's. Hold on just a second.
mod?
I didn't mean to put that there. Um, it's the cannabis DLC. It is a mod, and that's just what it's called. But it's got so much stuff to go with it to produce that. But it is interesting. At the end of the day,
Is there any issues with it?
no, I have not had any issues with it. None.
Where do you get it?
Um, it's just called Cannabis DLC. Is all it's called.
You just Google that and it's
Yeah, you can just look it up. As a matter of fact, there's a YouTube video explaining how everything is too. Before you even download the mod, I would just look at that so you get a general idea of what you're getting into.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Yep. That's what I gotta do, buddy.
Yep. And that's what I did. I was like, I was just hunting around, just kind of just messing around one day, and I seen that, and I was like, okay, well, let's watch this and see what's up. Then I was like, oh, okay, I'll download that.
I wanna do cannabis. I wanna do cannabis.
Yep.
Oh,
It's even got a. Here, I'll even. Damn it! It's even got a building that it's got Cheech and Chong on the side of it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, big old bong on the top of the roof. Yeah, it's funny.
Nice. What do you need there, kitty cat? Jeff, the PC guy is still watching you? Or no?
Nah, he hasn't said anything, but if he's still here, that's fine too. He can hang out. That's fine.
No, he can. I just wanted to see if he was still there.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask him a question if he was.
Ask away. I'll relate. No big deal. All right. So, what do I need here?
If you knew anything about OBS having or if you knew anything about the sound issues with OBS and Windows 11 being fixed because my sound stuff is still having issues. I can't get sound to come through. Like if you play one of my fucking channel points,
Yeah.
the sound doesn't come through anymore.
Do you have it on your sources? Do you have it? How do you have it layered? Because that can make a difference.
Oh, it was working before.
Oh, okay.
Working perfectly fine before, and then I did a Windows
Upgrade.
a Windows 7, Windows 10 to 11 upgrade, and that's the only thing that hasn't worked.
Well, that's funny that you say that because my not my alerts that handles like follows and stuff like that, but the regular sound alerts. I have Windows 11 and I can't get them to work either, so I really don't know what the cause of that is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's OBS. I don't think it's OBS.
No, I don't know. I say it is Windows 11 for sure. No, it's not OBS. I know. I just want
Yeah.
to make sure. If I just said OBS, just to know the what is this? the program that's also having the known relation with the known issue with, right? So like you need to know what the other program is conflicting with. So
Yeah.
OBS is a conflicting program, or Windows is conflicting with OBS. So
Yeah.
Windows needs to fix itself so it doesn't conflict with the OBS.
Which is kind of messed up. I don't know. Just there's got to be something that I can do to fix that, and I just haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, well, it'll be OBS will fucking have to come up with a way because Windows will never fix an OBS issue
Well,
or issue that OBS is having with Windows, but Windows OBS will have to fix an issue that it's having with Windows.
yeah, exactly. I get what you're saying. Oh yeah.
Okay, Cat, you really have to pick a fucking spot. You can't just fucking lay all over the goddamn map. You and your stinky ass.
That's funny.
She's just lovable, but she's just like wants to lay here, wants to lay there, wants to lay here, lay on the keyboard, lay over there, lay on my lap, lay on my hands, lay on my arm,
It's
lay
raining.
on my feet. It's like lick my keyboard now. I don't know why you're licking the keyboard. What the fuck?
Oh, that was what I was wanting to do. As soon as I find it. I was needing me a decent farm truck. This one here looks like it's. I love the way they did this truck here. It's the TLX 1982 Patina.
Oh yeah. I see that. That's pretty cool.
Well, I just like the old, like the way they made the truck look old. Like, I just thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Made it look like it belongs on a farm.
Dirty.
Yeah.
Buggered up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not can't no. That's my headset keyboard cord. You can't just sit on it. Fuck.
But why not?
And it now sits on my hand. Fuck me.
What if it'll hook up
drive with?
this?
Steer.
Oh, well, that's wild. I can hook up a damn spreader to this freaking truck. I love it. It probably won't operate or nothing like that, but I mean, at least I can still use it to bring it back to the farm.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't harvest nothing right now because it's raining, unfortunately.
Picking up some contracts for some cultivating to do for tomorrow. Everything's going to alignment now. Cultivating alignment. Then I got, I guess I gotta, I won't straw off that stuff because, well, I have to rent a fucking harvester and a whole new thing. That's gonna be expensive.
Damn. Yeah, it probably will be.
I had to rent one for, to harvest it because I couldn't use a contract harvester. So if I knew that, then I would have rented the straw off at the same time. But nope.
Nope.
That's maybe next year. We'll see how much money I have. 244,000. I gotta buy a tractor and I gotta buy a fucking mower. And hopefully my cattle can survive the winter. Food I have.
Yay! Now I have a gas station.
Nice.
Starting to look like a map.
Yep. Always takes a bit of time.
Oh yeah. Do a little something here, a little something there. I guess the plan is once I get done with this damn thing, I'll go ahead and just start from zero and work at it.
Nice.
I mean, I guess it's a...
To get it all set up.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. I mean, trying to.
How long does it take you?
It all depends on the size of the map. Now, this map here is as big as it is. I think, well, it's not like really big. So, I think it'd probably take me, I don't know, if I want to just take my time with it, a week.
Oh, okay.
And that's really, in the grand scheme of it, that's really not that long.
No. I see. Uh-oh. The rain's gonna come. I gotta get this done before the rain shows up.
Oh, rain just stopped here. It just stopped.
I took on a cultivating contract just in case the rain is gonna show up. Just so I got something to do. And I've gotten through all my harvesting without the rain showing up, and here comes the rain at the last field.
Well, of course. That's the way it is. That's the way it's got to go.
Yeah. What do you think of the last Sons of the Forest?
That's I watched a little bit of you playing that. That's different.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it is a little crazy. It's a little beyond the craziness that I really want.
Like the cannibal stuff is a little bit out there, and the killing and weird things like that. But if you take the building mechanics of that game,
yeah.
wow, it's like
Oh really?
insane.
So it's like that.
Like electric cords and light bulbs and solar panels. Like we start off with like torches and fire things. Like that's how, or like it's just kind of cool how they start you off and you work your way to things. And
Well, you know how you put you have like light poles you can put into your farm and all this and that.
yeah.
I seen one the other day. It's actually just in the mod hub, and it allows you to put the light on the side of the building.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, old lady's in Nova Scotia right now. She's hanging out over there. And
So have you heard about kick.com?
chick.com?
No, Kick.
No.
Okay, basically what it is, it's another streaming platform, but it's a carbon copy of Twitch.
You can what on Twitch?
It's a carbon copy of Twitch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just they I guess they copied, from that a little bit. So I was looking at it, I was like, come on, y'all. I mean, really?
You jumping ship?
No, I'm not. Heck no.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get tied up into something that it's not gonna last because I know it won't.
I worked my fucking ass to get myself affiliated. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, no, I don't want to start over.
Yeah, somewhere else. I'll hang out here.
But it's not. I don't think it's against TOS for you to frickin' do both.
Oh no, it's not. It's just you have to build if you want to make if you want to make money off of it, then you gotta monetize it, and I don't want to do that work. That's a lot of work.
Well, their split is 95-5, is from what I understand.
95-5.
Yeah.
So you get 5%, or you get
no, you get 95% and they get 5%.
Ah.
That's not gonna last, dude. That's not even gonna. I don't see where that's gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that was one of the red flags that kind of poked up at me. I was like, nah, there's something fishy here.
Yeah. Microsoft tried to make a streaming platform that didn't really work out for them.
No.
It's YouTube and it's Twitch.
Yep.
That's what it is right now.
Oh yeah.
Facebook's even got one too. So like Jesus Christ, guys, they're all over the place. You can't. You see, the thing is with those things, like you can have those streamers, you can stream there all you want, but if those things don't even have people, like billions of people watching their main streaming channel, then you're not going to get the viewers. Like there's a billion people watching Twitch right now.
Yeah.
Those are going to get those people, and how many people are watching that specific website for those channels?
From what I can see, because I've been on it and looked at it,
Yeah.
quite a bit actually.
Oh, okay.
Which is surprising to me. I'm gonna see if I can actually fertilize this field with this truck. That ought to be interesting if it'll work.
You should be able to.
Yeah, I think you should be able to too, because I think I've done something like it before, but I'm not sure. Yep, you can.
Unless it's augured.
No, you can. I'm spraying it right now.
No, it's got a PTO on it.
Yep.
It's got a PTO on the back of that thing. That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't
It's
it?
got a PTO on it.
It shouldn't though.
Unless in Brazil they have PTOs on their trucks.
I don't know.
Because I know some Brazilian trucks. I never played the Brazilian maps, but the Brazilian maps are very.
Well, there's one map that I don't think it's Brazilian. It's what is it? It's Portugal.
Okay, yeah.
So I mean, I think they have stuff like that, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be hard realistically to actually do. It's like everything else, money.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard to do. It would be another transfer case, and then you need a
way to mount it.
Yeah, and then you need and it's something to engage, like in the cab, so you can engage the PTO and disengage the PTO.
Yeah.
It's not running all the time off the rear transaxle. So you'll need a new rear diff. I would assume.
Right.
It'll start with the rear diff. You'll need another PTO coming off the rear diff to go to a transfer case. So that
I'll be honest, I'm not really no mechanic, so I mean, I know what you're saying and what you're talking about. It's just some of it's like, okay, well, whatever.
yeah, yeah, no. fine. I'm just trying to think it through in my head.
But no, I know what you're saying.
It's possible. You'll need a few things in there, though.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially something that's not really designed for it.
Yeah, basically, it's like having another four. You know how vehicles get like a 4x4, right? You know how the vehicles get the front wheel drive and the rear wheel, like give a front wheel drive.
Yep.
Well, 4x4. You know how to get those, or no? You know how that's done?
Well, what, the 4x4?
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm not really all up on that.
The gist of it is basically doing another version of that in the rear. Right? You know how you gotta go from 2-wheel drive to 4x4 inside.
Yeah, you got to switch it over, so there's got to be a control there.
Yeah. So it's like doing exactly that for the back. Same thing. It's weird. It'd be quite the contraption.
Yeah. But it's you have it in the game. It's just a game, so that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things that are like, oh, how? Like, I know some of the, like that truck I was using, that Mercedes Benz, and that forestry map.
Right.
It had PTO in the front. It's like, you're a truck.
You're a truck. You're not supposed to be doing this. You're a truck.
Yeah. You're a truck. What are you doing? So, just one of those things.
Yeah, it's all right though. A lot of people just, they want realism. They want it to be real as possible, but
Yeah.
that takes away from the fun of it.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
It's gotta make sense. That's it. Like, it's gotta
Well, yeah.
both game, and it's gotta make sense both. And what you want it in your head to be. Like some of the unrealistic amounts I would actually use, because I think some of the sizes of fields versus trailer fields are a little bit off.
Right.
Right? So, I just knowing how much what can put in, how much can be put into a trailer, because of my own real life dealings with them.
Bless you. Bless you.
Yeah.
You gonna make it?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm a multiple sneezer.
It happens.
Oh boy. Yeah, so
Curiosity is really killing me. I'm about to freaking see if a helper's going to work with this.
if what?
A helper will actually work with this.
Oh.
Yeah, it will. Cool. I figured it would be different because, it's a pickup. It's not... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not the right equipment.
Yeah.
It'll have a hard time going through the fucking fields. It would do the job. It was just going through the fields is the problem. But back in the day, mind you, if you look at the old Ford commercials, that's what they advertised Ford.
Yeah.
Pulling cultivating the fields.
Yeah.
In a truck. So
I do remember something like that, believe it or not. You do realize this is going to go on my YouTube too.
You talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna be part of it.
oh
Oh no, I'll have to look and see how everything is. I'll have to make some editing choices there and what I'm gonna do with it. But that's the way I've been doing things lately, as far as my YouTube channel, and been doing really good. I'm actually impressed with that.
oh me?
No, mine.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I posted a video last week, and it just freaking, I mean, hit with a lot of views, and it completely took me out of left field because I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted it to be an interesting realm to kind of venture in YouTube.
So you haven't done it yet, or?
No, I have. I just haven't really like committed to as much as I've committed to Twitch. I haven't committed to doing like a podcast or that's what I want to do for YouTube, a video podcast.
Oh, there you go.
Talk about shit.
Yeah.
But I haven't or do something like I was doing, but I want to do it with somebody who's not an asshole.
Right. Hell, I'd do it with you.
Same likeness or same mind as me. Like it's not these people are assholes. We just have different creative minds.
Right.
Or different desires, or different dreams, or different
Right.
goals. Right.
Right. Well, you know more about the UFC stuff than I do, so I mean, I would have to. I'd probably fail on that part of it.
Yeah, like that is to find someone to have like it's. My girlfriend's good to talk about stuff, but she doesn't. She can hold a conversation, but it's really hard when it's not her main thing that she's interested in. I want to find someone who's like very interested in it because I want to dig deep and really dig deep into these guys and what they can do and make something out of this podcast versus just me talking to somebody who doesn't understand the game.
Right.
Then I'm explaining shit and I'm explaining it like way too much. Or like I'm already gonna explain it to people. I have to explain it, but it's not the channel I'm looking for. It's explaining it to your girlfriend how fighting happens. But she gets it. She gets the mentality behind it. So
It's fun. It's entertainment. I mean, I enjoy watching it, but I don't go into the big detail of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like NASCAR. When I was watching NASCAR a lot, I mean, it was different then what it is now, and I just stopped watching it because it's just stupid.
Yeah, it got like same with WWE right now. Like I watched it back in the day heavily when it was WWF and the Attitude Era was Stone Cold.
Oh yeah, I remember all that too.
Oh, and it's to go back. I've gone back now a couple of times and watched wrestling. I watched this year. I've watched probably the most wrestling I've ever watched. I watched the Royal Rumble. And
yeah, I mean, I completely stopped watching it because it just.
Me too.
I have other reasons, but the main reason is it got really just stupid.
Boring. Same thing over again. Same story.
Yeah.
Different wrestlers.
Yeah.
So what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's just repetitive. And
I mean,
I couldn't deal with it.
It's not like it was back in the Attitude Era. It's just not the same.
Yeah, like you would turn on the Monday Night Raw, and you did not know what the fuck's gonna happen back then.
No.
You didn't know. Like you would watch WrestleMania. You did not know what's gonna happen. I sat and watched. I watched Royal Rumble, and I knew who was gonna win the Royal Rumble halfway through the Royal Rumble. I knew. Well, he's got eliminated. That guy's eliminated. That means okay. I know who's gonna win the Royal Rumble now. Like, it's too predictable. You can predict it all.
Yeah. Well, see, you got to think. With that being said, you got to think. Back in the day, I mean, they never let anybody know what wrestling was like, and now that everybody kind of knows what is what, and they don't have that secret no more. I mean, so yeah, I think that's the reason why it's gone the way it's gone, because now you can just predict it.
like I know it's real, as in like people get hurt. Like it's
Yeah, but it's still scripted.
yeah, it's still there's still a play. It's an act. It's a fucking. It's like going to a fucking watching.
It's entertainment.
It's like watching fucking Frozen on Broadway. It's literally what you're watching. It's
Yeah.
watching fucking men in their fucking gitch fighting. Like I really like I'd say not to fucking put it down by any stretch saying it's in the gitch, but that's literally what you're watching is people in their in fighting attire, beating the shit or faking and beating the shit out of each other, but doing it very acrobatically, very athletically. It takes a lot of work and it's hard on your body and
Oh yeah, it is.
it's entertainment. But it is. You have to understand it is a show. It's a
Yep,
fucking
it is.
show.
It is. But back in the day, I mean, it kind of wasn't. You just didn't really know about it like you do now, because they kept that from the public because they didn't want that, which that's fine. Because I guess that's what made wrestling great was you didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah. I remember sitting on the edge of my feet fucking watching Hulk Hogan and Zeus and fucking just fucking like Andre the Giant and Ultimate Warrior. Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan. I remember watching that fight.
Yeah, I remember watching that too.
Up Andre the Giant and fucking just boom, dropped him. Tampa Bay, Florida, boy.
Yep.
Like I remember this shit.
I remember going and watching that at the frickin' Sundome. It was crazy.
So like, I watch it. I just don't have that for this new stuff. It's just I watched it. I watched WrestleMania. And it was a really good WrestleMania. I have to say, this year's was fucking amazing. But it was like again, it's not the same. It's just not the same. It's not the same. I watched the UFC yesterday. I fucking lost my shit. I'm by myself at my house. I'm sitting here watching it, and like I'm fucking screaming like that. Wrestling doesn't do that to me as much as fucking the UFC. Like that's a real fight. What just happened? Like I have no idea it's gonna happen. It's not scripted.
Yeah, exactly.
You have no fucking idea. And like
it's not scripted.
Like, oh, it's wild. I like to hear the storylines and hear like the one guy saying I'm going to come out and murder you. The other guy saying I'm going to come out and murder you, and then they both going to come out and murder each other, and they both don't pull the trigger, and you're like, they're scared. They don't want to make a mistake, so they're just sitting there. The one guy's gonna, if I make one mistake, he's gonna murder me. The other guy's doing the same thing. And you're just like, there's psychology there. It's just people don't understand that.
Oh yeah, it's strong.
Like that's what I love about fighting. People think it's like two people fight. It's a chess game for sure, and that's a whole in itself a conversation. But
well,
and that is another thing.
It's a gamble in a sort of a way.
Yeah, it is. You gamble on your life.
Yeah.
Every time they step on the stage is a gamble on their life.
Oh yeah.
What do you think Izzy did yesterday? Like what he did? Like fuck, he got knocked out. The last time, lost his belt, and now is a 5-month turnaround, going right back into the guy that beat him the last 3 times in a row. I'm gonna go right back in there. No tune-up, I know nothing. After being knocked out, go right back in there and try to beat the same guy that beat me 3 times in a row. What fighter in their right mind that's in Izzy's realm as a champion with that record is gonna go back and beat the guy that beat him 3 times in a row? Most people are saying, you beat me twice. I'm fucking done.
I'm done.
I'm not going back. I
don't need my butt whipped again.
Yeah, it's finished. No, he's gonna go back. He's gonna go back and he's gonna go fight him. That's insane. That tells you the brain mentality of that man is insane.
Hell, I remember when this is funny. I know everybody talks about it still now, I guess. But I remember when Brock Lesnar frickin' come to UFC. And I'm thinking to myself, before I even watched any matches of him, I thought to myself, okay, this is not. I mean, he's a wrestler. This is not going to work out. So the first match he was in, I watched, and I was like, you got to be kidding! This dude's freaking a monster.
Fucking bulldog.
Dude, I mean, I can't remember who he was fighting, but right offhand. But man, he knocked him out like it was just paper.
Yeah.
There was nothing to it.
Brock is the hammer. He is a hammer.
Oh yeah, he is. Really. Yeah, definitely. I agree with that 100%.
He cannot be the nail.
No.
Brock cannot be the nail. One thing we found about Brock is that he will rush you, and he'll take you down like a son of a bitch. Like, that was the biggest thing is he just chases you, and he'll just ram into you, pick you up, slam you down, and start hammer fisting you to death. And done. Game over.
Do you realize what's happening right now?
In your game?
No. Just in our conversation.
We're talking about UFC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's podcast right here, right now.
It's right here. That's it. That's how it. That's it. That's what I want to do.
I know.
Yeah.
Ain't it great? No, I'm sitting here smiling. It's funny.
Yeah. But like, I want to do it with them face to face and on a different platform. But yeah, essentially this is what I want to do. This is how I started to do it. I want to do this on Twitch and do it as farming, exactly the way I'm doing it now. But it was so hard to do it on a consistent basis.
Yeah, it is. And tell you the truth, it's hard for me to do a consistent basis like that because, I only get to stream like once a week, and that's every Sunday.
Yeah.
Because my Saturdays I'm always, taking care of my responsibilities that I have and that needs to be done. And it's hard. It really is hard.
No, I totally get it. That's why, like, I got my own shit to do. Like, I've started to have to start doing my own shit, working and everything like that now. So, like, I work in the mornings and afternoons. So, that some days I'm streaming, some days I'm not.
Right.
Girlfriend's gone. I have the time. If I got the time, I can stream for a couple hours. I'll do it. Some days, whatever. But I always try to dedicate my weekends as much as I can.
Yeah, I mean,
because that's my time, and I'm up so fucking early, and everyone is sleeping in here. I don't want to wake anybody up.
Yeah, I understand that completely.
This fucking to do this and sit down on a weekend and just stream and be quiet is nice. But
I mean, I want to stream more, but I can't right now, and it kind of sucks, and I feel bad that I can't do it.
Yeah. You gotta think of it this way. It's if you have like 1,000 people paying you $5.99 to stream, then I think you should feel bad about it. But you don't.
Yeah.
Right. You have people who will follow you, right? But they're following you. They're not buying it. Honestly. It sucks. That's my realization I had to come to too. I can't do that. I got 410 people following me. Right? If I had 410 people subscribe to me, I wouldn't be only a streamer.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Then you wouldn't feel so bad because you have the time. That's your job. They're paying you to do it. But unfortunately, we're not paid to do it.
Well, not at that extent. No, not right now.
Yeah. You're being paid to do it the way you do it right now. And I think you got to be happy with that, I think.
Yeah.
Because it could be nothing. Or at least we have people watching us. Like, you get more people watching you. You do. I watch you sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I try to do the best I can.
Fucker, there's 10 people fucking watching him. How the fuck does he have 10 people? No, I'm saying you have one. I don't know how he does it. You do it, buddy. We all have our moments, our time, our days.
I mean, now, realistically, there is times where I might have, like, 2 in here or I might have 3 or 4. It fluctuates. It's not like it's
not consistent.
well. It's not like I pop on here and within 5 minutes I got freaking 40 people. Because I've seen a lot of streamers. They're at a point in their career, in their streaming career, that they can do that.
Yeah, they get on. They put their 10-minute counter on, and before they're even on the stream, they have 100,000 people, so they're waiting for them.
Yeah, well,
that's a community. Community.
That's fine because they work their ass off to get to that point.
Yeah.
I've only been doing this for what I want to say 2 to 3.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's yeah. To get that chat fucking moving with people talking and having conversation back and forth and interacting with each other and that being on its own little entity, that's in itself a fucking world.
Well, I do the best I can, and I try to treat everybody with respect and under the understanding that they got lives too, and I get it.
Yeah. Like Hero subscribed to me yesterday. Fucking an amazing guy.
Oh, I like Hero.
He's a good guy. He's really such. I've been playing Sons of the Forest with him, and I picked up. He's always having a hard time having people playing games with, so I feel far. So I picked up Diablo 2, and so I can play that game with him and his buddy, and just to play, because I really want to play games with people, and I'm trying to. He's such a good guy. So
yeah, he is.
I love that game. So we play games together, me and Hero.
Well, Hero's been around for a long time, has he not?
Yeah, since Farm Simulator 23 came out.
22, you mean?
Yeah, 22. Sorry. That's what I knew here because he got on. Remember, he got on and he was with us and Jeff the PC guy.
Yep.
You, me, Chuds, a few other people wanted or play on that map. Back in our day of finally doing my dream that never fucking happened because of It was my dream, man. It was my dream, not yours.
My dear Lord.
That's okay. That dream it turned out being like more of a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Cause keeping up with the fucking farm on fucking on that and having a 24/7 run the way that I want to have it run. Oh my god, it was so fucking hard. Like you had every day I thought about I have to get on the computer. I have to get on my farm. I gotta do something. I have to beat somebody to the fucking
so it's like
so I can make some money.
So it's like demanding.
Yeah, it was very demanding of my time. Good morning, Hero. How you doing today? He's your hero.
Oh my dear Lord. Somebody needs some freaking sleep. Oh my god.
He's my man. Gotta set the server to real time. Gotta set the server to real. Yeah, exactly. Gotta set the server to real time. That fucking it's murder. It's murder on your fucking social life. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah, I know. There's a lot of things I could be doing different. I'm just not doing it because most of the time I can't afford to do it.
Yeah.
I'm a poor streamer.
If it was set to, holy shit, imagine if we had it set. Yeah, you know what? If we actually set it to real time, 365 days a year, because you can do that in Farm Simulator. You can set 30 days.
Yeah, you can.
And then you ran it like that. Yep. But I'll say this much though. If you did that, you need the 64 time fucking map.
Oh Oh, 64?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's only really one that I know of, and that's West End.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think there's any other 64X maps because you got to think, man, that takes a long time to really freaking do something like that.
Yeah, but we're talking like 30 days that you have to do a field.
Oh, them fields are freaking well. Some of the fields on that map are just so damn big. There's no way one person can do it.
No, no, no.
But I'm playing on it with the aspect of, yeah, okay, I'm by myself, but I'm doing the smaller fields, which is plenty there.
But it's so much to do, man. Like
Oh my God, yes.
the loading of in and out of that map is fucking ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I had to lower some of my settings, and it loads actually better now since I've done that. But you're right.
I remember the last one when we did it for, was it 19? We did that big one. And you had to wait for the map to load to tell what fields on the crop, or like what's on the field, or where it is. It took always a little bit to get things going.
Yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm so picky. I like things a certain way.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So, question for you, my farming buddy.
Yes.
Is there a mod in the giant mod hub that allows you to what I'm gonna say? My brain is not thinking really well right now.
Take your time.
Slurry. Collect slurry from your cows. You know how the manure is collected from the cows if you put the pit in.
Yes.
For the slurry.
Then you mean collect as far as like collecting it into like a tanker?
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that because I'm not sure, honestly. Because I thought naturally you could just do that with just a regular tanker that would support slurry manure.
Yeah, I thought so too, but I don't know. I've never tested it before. Because I got my manure pit here and it's collecting. That's good. But I don't have
Right.
a slurry.
Well, I know there is a manure spreader that you can use to put all your to spray back onto your field, which is better than fertilizer.
Yeah, I have. That's one of my goals that I'm wanting to get to. I want to use my manure for spreading. But in the same sense, I haven't got to that point. All I got is like 2,000.
Right.
Manure.
That takes time anyway.
Yeah, it does. It does. I get to sleep finally for the next few days. Finally sleep.
IRL, or are you talking about in the game?
In the game, I haven't slept fucking for 2 months. I just been harvesting. I took out two contracts that had big equipment on for the next 2 months, and every month I just rented one of them, and then I did a whole bunch of harvesting contracts, and then leased a big semi and a fucking and a trailer so I could haul 70,000 liters of the stuff.
Right.
So, in saying that, yeah. In saying that though, where's my money? It cost me how much to do all that? So, where is my leasing? Leasing costs. So it cost me 40. $60,000 in 2 months. 60,000 in leasing costs.
Damn.
And I made a course of 230, 60, $300,000.
Wow, that's damn.
Yeah. Not bad, eh?
No, not at all.
But that's how you do it.
I just realized that I don't even have a BGA on this map.
No.
Oops. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put it.
You need to have a BGA, man.
Huh?
You need to have a BGA.
I know.
I got some new equipment here. I got myself a new what is it? A leader? A leader went on sale here. Yeah, I got a new leader went on sale, but it will see too.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. And then I got myself a nice new auger wagon too.
Well, anytime that you can do two things with one piece of equipment is a good thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
At least that way you're not doing 1,000 steps of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Put that helper on my... I'm still dealing with it, my shoulder and everything, so...
Oh, Jesus, man.
I'll let him do the work for right this moment.
Look at this mod I put in here too. I thought that was a good one. I'm not sure if you're still watching my stream.
No.
Oh, I can go like so. You know how you have your tractor, right?
Yeah.
Your tractor. You can see how your tractor looks in your shop.
Right.
You can hit X now. Start the engine. You hear the engine how it starts.
Right.
So I know how it starts. That's pretty cool. And then I can also go into the inside. You can see the inside of it too now.
Well, heck.
Cool.
That is cool.
I thought it'd be cool. Just so I like to look at certain things, certain aspects of it. So before I buy something, look under the hood, see how it runs.
Oh, yeah.
So
Did you ever mess with Car Mechanic Simulator?
yes, sir, I have it.
They have
I haven't played it in a while.
They have one that's motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
So I was kind of like, okay, well that's cool. That's different.
Are you a motorcycle guy?
It's kind of. I mean, I like bikes. Don't get me wrong. Just
Okay.
not. Why am I not in the right section?
I downloaded Car Mechanic 2018, I think it was. So it was for free.
Right.
And I played it, and then I liked it. So then I got. So then I picked up 22, the new one that just came out, or 23, whatever the new one that just came out.
Yeah, 22. I think that's the newest.
I picked up that one, and I have a shop, a garage. I just haven't played it for a while, so working on it. I get on there, do a couple repairs.
Yeah, that game is it is time consuming. I mean, but I believe in that. I mean, for somebody that don't know mechanics, it is kind of a teaching tool too. At the same time.
Yeah, it does help. It does have that.
Well, as far as what I mean, as far as the name of the parts, this and that, like if you're a person that just didn't know it,
you have to figure out where things are. Like it's for me, you know, it was hard for me sometimes for what they're saying. Like it gives you a situation of what they're saying. Like they're having this and this problem, and you gotta know what the where to look,
Yeah, exactly.
right? You gotta find that part, and sometimes it's like, ugh, really? And you're looking, and you can't fucking find it, or you can't see it. You're like, where the fuck is this thing? It is. It's got. It's. I was cursing and swearing. I was like, what the fuck? I'm playing myself again.
Yeah, I know the feeling. That's why I'm laughing.
So yeah, it's good. It's a good game.
Oh.
kids watching. It was kind of noisy for the rest few minutes until the little brains got stuck into the Mario.
I am back.
Sorry?
I said I am back.
You're back. You were stuck in the mud up to your knees. There you came along. Where? He's back. Hero was just letting me know about the Mario movie yesterday we could go watch.
Oh, yeah?
You rated it a 7 out of 10.
Rated it 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Well, cool. I didn't know they even made one.
Yeah.
I know they did the old one back in the day, but
Yeah, I don't think this is not a real live animation of it. It's an animated, 3D animated like a Pixar, I think.
oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But they had some big actor names, I think, played some parts. There were some issues with some of the names of the actors, I think, or who played them.
Huh.
Real Italians from, who like the plumbers. So.
Well, yeah, they're supposed to be Italian.
Yeah.
I believe, anyway.
It's me, mamma mia.
It's me, the Mario.
I like my mamma mia meatball, my spicy meatball up my ass. I like it. I like a Sicilian. Give me a Sicilian sausage. Like mama likes it.
What you doing, Max? My dog.
Maximilian?
Yep, that's it. That is his name. Stop, Max. You're just getting so big, boy. Like, humongously big.
Big boy.
Oh, yeah. Well, he stands up to my freaking waist now.
Yeah?
God, it's just humongous. Just so damn big. So we are this afternoon. Me and the old lady and a couple other family members are going out to the ocean today.
Oh, what you doing in the ocean? Fishing?
No, I mean I want to go fishing, which I need to actually do that sometime. But
Yeah.
she wants to go out to the water and everything like that, and she's from Oklahoma, for one thing, and she's been out by the water and everything, but she hasn't been in the place that I'm taking her today, and it's really beautiful out there, so I think she'll enjoy it.
Nice. You're up.
Oh yeah. All right, let's do a little flying here. Mm-hmm. I'm Superman.
Fly man. Alright, one field done.
So if you can see what I've got going on, unless you're really super busy,
I got your stream up.
here's the gas station. I just put in this a little bit ago. Then these are my production lines right here so far. And then I put the BGA down here at this end. It's not really done yet. I just kind of slapped it together.
Making my way down the highway.
Down the highway.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean,
You gonna fence that off?
yeah, I'm going to start doing a lot of that. Some more detail on stuff. I'm going to be doing that, yes. But, man, it's freaking starting to rain again. And we got some of these fields down here, which are probably, they're not mine right now. I'll probably end up buying them maybe. But it'll give me a chance to do contracts, so I'm kind of leaving them for at this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got some good size to them. I mean,
Size field there.
huh?
That's a good sized field there. You're right.
Yeah. Now here's the smallest one, and then of course the one I just got done doing. This one here, and it's got that needs lime right now too. I need to do that.
Nice.
But it's got oats in that. But I mean, so far it's not too bad. I mean, it'll get better.
It takes its time.
Yep.
Doing what you do takes. It's all about timing.
Yep.
Take your time and doing it.
But I appreciate you saying that earlier, that I'm pretty good at doing this. I've been practicing. That's what it's all about. I mean,
You dropped the fucking. I looked over at the gas station. It's in the perfect spot. It's perfect there.
yeah, yeah.
It looks real. I can do it to a point, but I couldn't do it as quickly as you just did it. So,
Now the quickest I've ever put a map together would be, I'd say 3 days.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it in a short time like that, because you just don't put the quality work in.
No. I like detailed maps where every inch of it's got something in there. Like there's.
Yeah, I do too. I want to, if I'm going to build something, I want it to look good, and I want it to be quality. I want it to. And what takes me the longest is just the decoration of it, just the little minute stuff that really makes it pop. Excuse me for a moment.
Yeah.
I just talked to my sister.
What are you doing, Dad?
Oh, she's Hopper's laying over by Rex. But anyway, so if you can finish up by noon, it's 11 now, so we can go to the water first, because they're doing Sammy's party today. So
About noon.
Well, we could go to the water like at about noon, and then go over there.
Okay.
Cause
That's fine.
Yeah, she invited her to this
That's
over
fine.
for his.
It's an hour from now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Yep, that's fine.
That I have new information.
Completely fine.
Because they're doing his party today, so
All right. Excellent.
we're just gonna have chili dogs.
Oh, I got a birthday party to go to.
I want chili dogs.
I want chili dogs. I'm not leaving right this moment, but I will be here shortly.
Hello, Hopper.
I got a little baby duck that's in the room with me, and we called her Hopper because she just kept hopping out of the freaking box.
Nice.
It's funny though.
That's awesome.
Getting a little bigger.
She is getting a little bigger.
We had two, and the other one she didn't make it, so unfortunately. And see, with ducks, you have to you can have the duck by a baby by itself, but it's not really the greatest thing in the world to do that. So we always do them in pairs.
Okay.
Because they're more of a, I want to say, a social animal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we put some like stuffed animals in there so she can, print on something, and that helps.
Yeah, that works out.
Oh yeah. So I have this. I know. I thought. See, when I first looked at this animal pen right here, I really thought, okay, well that's for cattle. No, it's not. It's for sheep. Pretty big.
What did I do here?
How many sheep does it fill?
I'm gonna look at animals right quick. I could tell you. Oh, I don't have it freaking in. Hold on a second. Let me find where the trigger's at. It's over here.
All right, there we go.
$300.
That's a good number.
Yeah. Which I haven't messed with the animals just yet. And then this is for cattle. This one right here. Let's see.
Oh, the bar.
Yeah, but I liked the way it was kind of laid out like that. I mean, thought that was really cool. Where's my animal trigger for this? And then I like this here because it's going to allow me to get my my slurry out from the cattle.
Okay, yeah.
Because you see the way this is designed?
Yeah.
I can hook a hose to it.
Oh yeah, right from like the
Exactly. Exactly.
mod that you're gonna buy.
Well, I have it. I just have not used it yet. Really too much.
I never did buy that mod. I thought that was makes sense.
And I love where the animal trigger's at because it's right here in the slough. So it's a very well done mod. I really like it. And this will hold 150 cattle.
Okay, that's good money.
Well, that's, I mean, for cattle, that's good. I mean, that's excellent, really.
Cattle's expensive.
Yeah, they are.
150 is a lot. You get a lot of 150.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I like 360, 300 for sheep is pretty good too. Because wool takes a long time to get going.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Let's see here. What am I looking for? Now you see here in the if you want to buy pallets, this actually has the pallets for the that DLC I was telling you about, the cannabis.
Okay.
So you have a seed pallet, fertilizer pallet, clones pallet. I don't know. I'll have to go into that. And then
different kinds of clones. Different.
Yeah. You're right. And then the Fox Farms soil pallet for the soil for that. So I mean, that DLC is really complete with just everything you need to grow that. And that's what I like about it, because it's not like it's okay.
Is it a field or is it grown in a fucking like in a factory?
I think it's grown out of the factory.
Okay. Like in a greenhouse kind of.
But you actually have grow rooms too.
Oh, okay.
So you can actually go into the room and look at the progress of it growing. And I thought that was just a cool thing too.
I got it. So it's called Cannabis DLC.
Yes.
We're looking that up.
Why is that blocking me? There's nothing there to block me. What the hell is going on here? You see this, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. It's a little odd.
Yeah.
I'll have to see what that's causing that. I thought I just got over this rain. Now it wants to rain again.
Yeah, on, some kids coming down here. But I'm done harvesting, so I'm cultivating now. I'm just a contract farmer.
Just a contract farmer.
Basically, right now, I don't got anything in the ground. I got everything off my ground and just laying there. And my grain is still in my truck because I don't have anything to put it in. I can put it in a bin, but I don't have anything put into the bin yet.
Right. And I use this, you know what Elk Mountain is, right?
Elk Mountain?
Yeah, it's a map. Elk Mountain modding. They built this house and the garage. Which,
okay, yeah, you can go inside it, eh?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I like those.
Superman has nothing on me. I can run fast.
Nice.
Alright. So. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Let's see. Right there. Titch and Co. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. Welcome in, Raiders. Hope you all are having a fantastic day. How was your stream there, Titch? I hope it was fantastic. It was great. Oh, that's excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Welcome in, Raiders. I hope you are all enjoying Titch's streams. She's amazing. If you ain't following her, man, you need to. She does a really good job. But we're basically here just kind of building a little bit here and there on American farmland, and so welcome in and hope you enjoy it. That's weird. Bumblebee, welcome in. I don't know why it timed your message out. Well, that's odd.
May have said something?
No.
Link?
No link. Thank you for the follow. Uncle Henry, welcome. Well, that bot can kiss it. I love it. I need to make adjustments to that bot. I definitely do. But I love that. That bot can kiss it. I love it.
Hello.
Hey, Florida man. Yeah, that's me. That's me. All day long. I live in Florida. I love it. I mean, I would never freaking change it, I don't think. Unless I just really had to. Just... Alright, so I need to get some more stuff going on here. Do. I did a commercial fishing here for 10 years. Uncle Henry, you did some commercial fishing here. I did too, actually. I did it for 14. A lot of stone crab, stuff like that, shrimping. So yeah, I relate to that, no doubt. Swordfish and long lines. Yep, I've done a little. I didn't do swordfish. I've done a lot of long line, grouper, stuff like that. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. Like fish, yeah, I love seafood. That's me in a nutshell. I love seafood.
He likes a seafood. Oh boy. My turning is horrendous.
Ah, damn it! I didn't want to do that. Messed that up. Alright, well, I'm gonna come back to that because now let me delete it. So I actually need lime right now, honestly. What is our max on that? Then yeah, they did. I remember they banned the nets at one point in time, but that was, I'm sure, don't. I think when they did that here, uh, they really voted on the wrong. It was people that just didn't have the information on what dolphin fish was, because it's completely different. They were thinking that we were actually catching dolphin, but we're not. It was catching the dolphin fish, and it's a completely different fish altogether.
Delicious.
Oh yeah, it's very delicious. I agree with you 100%.
Oh, I think it's getting ready to smoke another J time.
Oh yeah, you gonna get ready to smoke again?
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, they are easy to catch. There, Henry. Ever been out to the dry Torgus? I guess I'm not even pronouncing that right.
Fort Jefferson.
Oh yeah, Fort Jefferson, definitely. Let's see here. What was I looking for? Only got one tractor, so I need to get another one. I'm gonna go with Case because that's just the way it has to be. Oh, Spanish for turtle. I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry.
Me no speak español.
Me no speak Espanol.
Por favor.
Oh, damn. That's funny. Oh, and I bought two tractors. Oh, look at me. See what happens when you don't pay attention?
You bought two tractors? Oh, dear God.
I didn't mean to.
I guess at $11.5 million, you're good to go.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, maybe you can go back to your country, Yankee. Yeah.
A lot of Spanish people speaking in Florida.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, we. Matter of fact, my job. I mean, we have. We actually have. I think it's like there's 6 of them. They're from Cuba.
Yeah.
Really great guys, man. They're excellent. They are really awesome people.
Miami's where most of the Cubans settled in back
Never
in the
got
day,
out.
trying to get away from their country. Scarface.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I remember that. Scarface. Yeah, it was a pretty good movie. I mean, it was good for what it was.
Say hello
To my little friend. Yep. Nothing like a jumbo sandwich from authentic place. Oh, I bet.
Oh, my mind was somewhere else.
Yeah, well, your brain's freaking probably fried right now.
Yeah.
That's your excuse, not mine.
It's like nothing like a Cuban sandwich. Yeah, boy, give me women. Poutine.
Hey.
Punana. No Nacho Libre.
A cafe on the. I don't know. I'm really sorry. Apologize. I think I got to be out of the charger to do that. Get rid of some of this damn rain here we got going on.
Yeah, it's fucking.
These shots of sugar sweet coffee. Yeah, I mean, so how do you take your coffee? You drink it black? This is for anybody. Or just black and sugar, or you want creamer in it? How y'all take your coffee?
Coffee with the Cuban. Double with an extra shot of espresso, big boy. What you gotta say about that? Yeah.
Darf, I'm just holding my head down, shaking my head because, oh my dear God, Mr. Crazy.
What do you say?
No one said I said that.
Oh, with my coffee request.
Oh shit.
Oh.
First time chatter. Let's see. McMeans. Welcome. Welcome to the Ultra Show. I mix water and milk and half, and then add a spoon of instant. Alrighty then. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody is, like I say, is different, so that's excellent.
Honey in your coffee?
Yeah, honey.
Did I read that right? Honey?
Yes. And 2 spoons of honey. I've done that. It's pretty good, actually.
Okay. I'm Arab.
I'm like, I'm about as south as you're gonna get. I mean, shoot, I guess.
That's fine. I don't mind old Southern comfort.
This is a convenience. I do get a latte from Starbucks occasionally. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'll go to like Dunkin' Donuts and get my caramel coffee. I love that. That's pretty good. Iced coffee.
Dunkin' D.
Oh yeah.
I like a Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, the big D.
Dunkin' Donuts is to you guys is like Tim Hortons to us.
Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, what happened here is that Tim Hortons sold their, changed their beans a while ago.
Oh, did they?
Changed their beans? Yeah, yeah. McDonald's has got their beans now. McDonald's has bought the beans that Tim Hortons used to have. So I actually drink more McDonald's coffee than I drink Tim Hortons coffee, to be honest with you, because that's the
Cheese grits with fried egg on top of butter, salt, and pepper. Oh yeah, that sounds really good. You gonna make me hungry.
Oh,
Isn't just called Dunkin' now. Oh yeah, that is right. You are correct. You are correct. It isn't. It's just called Dunkin'. It's not called Dunkin' Donuts anymore.
whoever's making breakfast there, you know,
A side of
you gotta
biscuits
bring
and
your
sausage gravy. That's good too.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Good plate of biscuits and gravy. Yeah, man, you can't mess that up. It's good.
Yeah. I haven't had that in a long time.
I haven't either in a while. I mean, I kind of miss it. I remember I used to go to on the weekends here. I'd go to the flea market, and there was this older lady that she ran the concession stand there, and man, she made the best biscuits and gravy. But I mean, it's just down south stuff, man. It was really good.
Yeah, I love biscuits and gravy. I used to have this. I was in school.
So in the UK, you don't have. Oh, so it's just different. It's not that you don't have it. It's just probably different.
So, crumpets and joy.
Crumpets and joy. I lived in Jacksonville for a while. My church had the wild game. Oh yeah, if you can hunt it in Florida, it was on the menu. That is correct. Biscuits are sweet like cookies. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So our biscuits are basically your cookies. I got you.
It's like their I can't remember what they call a biscuit there. It's like a crumpet or something like that, or a scone. It's like a version of a scone for them. Yeah. It's like their version of a scone, I think.
Well, that's cool. I'm always up to learn something new about, what everybody else does. Our biscuits are on unsweeted, fluffy stuff. Oh, okay.
Like a fluffy scone.
Yeah.
Their scones are not fluffy. It's like hard. So it's like, it's different. They have it. It's just called something differently.
I got you. Or butter and jam. Yeah. That sounds good, actually.
Lots of gravy on my biscuits.
Oh, yeah, you got to have a lot of sausage gravy on there, chunks of sausage in there. Heck yeah.
With the fried chicken on the side? Oh, my God. Call me Chicken Charlie on a Saturday.
Chicken on the side. We have, what I like is the, you ever had chicken waffle sandwich?
You know what? I must have been like some kind of southern fucking like I must have been from the south or some kind of like, because I love southern food. Oh, I love that food.
Oh, I know, it's so good.
It's like it's the best. It makes my heart giggle.
Oh yeah, it's really good. Man, I forgot about that. I should have limed this first. Oops.
Oopsie day.
Crawfish pie filled with gumbo. Yes, that I will agree. I love Cajun food too. Sounds really good right now.
I haven't got me some good old Cajun gumbo my whole life. Some real Cajun gumbo.
Oh man, you're missing out. It's awesome.
I had a trip all planned out to go to New Orleans. I had money. I had
New Orleans
to go to New Orleans so I can get me some gumbo. And fuck, the bitches fucking screwed me over. For my gumbo money.
Narlands. Come to Narlands.
Ah, good old crawfish jambalaya. Oh,
Hell yeah.
Wow, get this motherfucking...
Dude, man, you're making me just hungry. You just my mouth watering thinking about it.
I want me some jambalaya.
I love the food down south. Born South food, barbecue and Cajun. Oh yeah, all that. That's all of it's good. Every bit of that's really good. Have you ever had gator tail? Well, that's a completely different. I mean, it's good though if it's done right.
It's making my heart sing.
Makes you hungry just thinking about it.
Yeah. I love food though. I love fucking cooking fucking food. So
I do too.
me and my girlfriend we've gotten pretty old. I think I don't know, but we're having a hard time eating out at places and restaurants. It's a really hard time. The girlfriend's having a hard time. Like,
Oh really?
food that other people are cooking. It's tough. She loves my fucking food though. She loves.
So she's having an issue with anybody else's food other than what you cook.
Yeah. So like we would go to like a restaurant, me and the family, whatever, it's like $140 for all of us to eat uptown. Or me and her, it's like $60-$50 for us sometimes to go eat, and we're not even happy with the food that we get, or she's not happy, right? I'm pretty much okay. So then we started getting this fucking. Have you ever heard of
Swampy chicken. Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah, so I ordered some of that, and I got her. The stuff came in, and she's like, "What's that?" I'm like, instead of us going out and eat, I figured let's do this. And so we had 3 came in this week, and I fucking made 3 of them. Holy fuck, she was just like, "What the fuck?" Like,
what the hell?
Welcome to new level cooking. Everything's fresh and everything is 100%. Makes a whole difference in the food.
I can't believe I made that mistake. I should have just limed that first before I went on. Gosh darn it. That's all right. I'll get the other half of it limed and I'll let it go. It's not going to be no big deal. I went to Wild Pig Roast when I worked in Tampa and St. Pete. Yeah, wild pig's good too. Wild boar, if it's done right, it's excellent.
See, in my country, how we cook pig or any kind of meat, we go out in the desert, and we make a big fire, and we make a huge amount of coals, and we put the coals in the sand, and we bury it.
Yep. That's exactly what Uncle Henry's talking about right now. We do the same thing actually.
Yeah.
Yes, we do the same exact thing. We bury it, we season it, bury it for a certain amount of hours, like 24 hours. Of course, it's all lined in bags, so it's not like the meat's being dirty or anything. And then we split it up and pretty much barbecue it. It's really good. And yeah, the meat does fall off the bone. You're right on that there, Uncle. Definitely. It just falls right off the bone. It's perfect.
Oh yeah, there's weeds falling off my paper. Like the meat is falling off the bone.
Damn.
Like quiet, relaxing here.
That's what I mean. That's what I love about Darth. I love about streaming is the fact that I can always meet new people, or I have something that I want to talk about and just enjoy my time. And when I was driving truck, I had that. I always met somebody new. Everybody was really nice, and I enjoyed it. So I have this. I get the same feeling doing this, and that it's awesome.
How'd you do it during truck? Like through CB? You talking to people on CB or how?
Oh well, yeah, CB, and then I had a friend of mine that worked the same company I did, and we ran together a lot. So, but yeah, CB. I mean, breaker, can I get a radio check? Your radio's checked. You're good. I had my CDL for about 10 years. Yeah, I think I was probably right around 15 for me. And then I had some family stuff that was happening at the time, and so I just kind of got off the truck. I never went back. Actually went to truck and trailer school in Tallahassee. Oh, you did? Well, ain't that a small world? Because that's where I went. But I think that's cool, though, man. I mean, you never know where people's went and done, their training or this or that. And that's cool. I drove out of training in ship terminals out of Jax. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. I had a dedicated run from Chicago to through Pennsylvania into like New York. It was for a company called R&R Donnelly. They did all the Sunday paper inserts. So I went to a lot of post offices, stuff like that. Well, over California, Mississippi, Carolinas, picking up stuff to take back. Oh, I see.
Definitely an interesting job, picking up and dropping off shit.
Well, I mean, ended up
country.
on the Ocean Spray Yard up here in Massachusetts. Used to go to a lot of the paper mills too. I did a lot of that. Really heavy loads. They were, I think they were right around between 45 to 50,000 pounds, and that was a roll, by the roll. So my trailer would hold probably about, I'd say, 5 rolls. It's
keep rolling.
Quite a bit. Yeah, funny, haha. So I mean, it's quite a bit of weight. I always had to watch that too, because you definitely can get in trouble being overweighted, especially in the States.
Yeah, same thing up here. We got what's it called? Ojibwe, Dakota Ojibwe Police Highway Patrol. They do all that fucking shit.
So you did. So Uncle Henry did a lot of paper mills as well. Yeah, I did the paper mills, and there was actually one for cardboard too. Hauled a lot of that.
Like delivering paper mills? Like delivering paper rolls?
Well, paper rolls and pallets of cardboard.
Oh, okay. Sneeze again.
Or if a roll comes. Oh yeah, I gathered on what you're saying now. My favorite loads were the 53-foot trailer filled with foam trays. Now I didn't really do any of those, so I wouldn't really know on how as far as I just ran out of line. As far as that goes, anyway. Oh my dear Lord. I know y'all heard that.
I heard a noise.
Yeah, those were dogs being freaking silly.
Oh. Nice.
Oh. Alright. Let's see here right quick. Do 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 do. Do do do
Alright.
do 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 do.
Oh yeah. Get another field done.
Alright, y'all. I'm going. This is about time for me. I'm going to raid out this morning. Got a birthday party to go to and all that good stuff. So I'm going to send you over to a really good friend of mine, and I hope you all enjoy it. He's pretty much doing the same thing I am. So have fun, and please be blessed and enjoy your day. And this is Ultra, and I will see you later.
See you, dude. Peace.